In this English pronunciation tutorial, you're going to improve your English speech by learning the difference between the long ah sound in English, ah, and the short English ah sound, ah. You're going to learn ah versus ah in just 3 easy steps. What I'm going to do is teach you the 3 steps, and I'm going to show you the difference between the 2 sounds in my mouth. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare 2 sets of words that have exactly the same pronunciation, apart from the difference between these 2 specific sounds. Watch until the end of the video to test yourself on your recognition of these 2 sounds. This is the most important thing in improving your English pronunciation. And if you feel like you've still got room to improve your English pronunciation, then make sure to subscribe for weekly English pronunciation tutorials that come out on a weekly basis. So first of all, a big thank you to Ran2 for requesting this tutorial. Let's dive in and get started with the lesson. As you can see, we're on a busy road in London. We're in the centre of London here, in a place called Russell Square. It's a really nice area, and I love coming here to do work and to do some videos like this. So, the 2 English vowel sounds are versus ah. The first thing that you need to do to tell the difference between these 2 sounds is recognise that one of them is a long vowel sound, ah, and the second one is a short vowel sound, ah. Ah, ah. Ah, ah. Ah, ah. Ah, ah. This is the most important thing in actually recognising the difference between these 2 vowel sounds. One is long, ah, and the other one is short, ah. Okay? That's the easiest way to recognise straight away that there is a difference between the 2 sounds. One is long, ah, and the second one is short, ah. The next step in learning to tell the difference between these 2 vowel sounds is the fact that one of them comes from the front of your mouth and the second one comes from the back of your mouth. So do this. Ah, ah. Ah, ah. If I turn my mouth sideways, like this, and I say the 2 vowel sounds, have a look at my jaw. Ah, ah. Ah, ah. Ah, ah. For the ah sound, my jaw is back. The ah sound comes from the back of my mouth. Ah, ah. For the ah sound, my jaw comes forward. It actually comes forward to make the sound. Ah, ah, ah. Ah, ah. Ah, ah. Ah, ah. Excuse the siren in the background. There's a lot of police and ambulance that go past this route. So, ah, from the back of my mouth, ah, ah. There are 2 kinds of vowel sounds. Some that come from the back of your mouth and some that come from the front of your mouth. There are also a couple of sounds that come from the middle of your mouth. And knowing whereabouts they come from in your mouth is another... Excuse the noise. Knowing where they come from is again essential in telling the difference between the 2 sounds. So ah comes right from the back of your mouth, my jaw is back. Ah, ah, ah. Ah, ah, ah. My jaw comes forward. So the second tip is making sure that for ah, your jaw is forward, and for ah, your jaw is back. The third step in recognising the difference between these 2 English vowel sounds is the fact that for ah, ah, the long vowel sound, my lips are completely relaxed. They're unrounded, like that, but they're completely relaxed. If I say ah, 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 it doesn't make a difference if I get my lips and start playing with them because they're unrounded and relaxed. For ah, my lips are tight. My mouth is stretched wide open, and if you do this now, do it now, you'll feel that your lips, are actually stretched and they're tight. So for ah, the lips are relaxed. For ah, because your mouth is wide open and your jaw is at the front of your mouth, your lips are tight for ah. Okay? So there are the 3 steps in actually telling the sound. The first one is knowing whether it's a long vowel sound or a short vowel sound. Ah, 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 ah. The second thing is recognizing that for ah, it comes from the back of my mouth, and for ah, my jaw comes forward and the sound comes from the front of my mouth. The third step is that for ah, my lips are completely relaxed. For ah, my mouth is more wide open and my lips are stretched and tight. Ah. I'm now going to give you 5 words that sound exactly the same in English, apart from this one specific vowel sound that is different, okay? And these words are essential for 1, testing your recognition of the 2 sounds, but 2, also then being able to actually pronounce the sounds correctly. If you can't hear the difference between the 2 sounds, you'll never pronounce the difference between the 2 sounds. So I'm just going to give you 5 simple words that you can now use to test your recognition. The first one are the 2 words cart and cat. Cart and cat. Cart, cat. The second pair of words are the 2 words Bart and bat. Bart and bat. Okay, if I say to you, have you seen Bart? Or have you seen the bat? Can you tell the difference? I hope you can. Have you seen Bart? Have you seen the bat? I hope you can tell the difference. Words number 3. Barn. A kind of old building in England is a barn. Barn. And ban. Ban. If I say you're banned from doing something, it means that you're not allowed to do it. So barn. I've just brought a barn. Or ban. There is a ban on, if you smoke in England, there's a ban on smoking inside, okay? There's a ban. Barn, ban. Word number 4. Farm, and fam. Fam isn't really a word that you'd use in professional English speech. It's more of a colloquialism, a slang word. If I'm talking about my family, I might say my fam, but it's not a professional word. It's more of a slang word. Fam. Farm. Farm, fam. And the 5th and final word, or pair of words, is mark. There's 2 different types of mark in English. You've got someone's name. Someone is called Mark. It's a man's name. And you've also got mark. If I've got a mark on my skin, it means there's something on my skin. A mark. Mac is also someone's name in English. Mac. But a Mac is also a kind of computer. Most people these days tend to have Macs. Are you a Mac user? If so, comment below. But also a Mac is a kind of coat. So a kind of raincoat in England could also be called a Mac. It's short for the word Macintosh, just like the Apple Mac is short for the word Apple Macintosh. Mark, Mac. Okay, so there you've got 5 different words that you really should hopefully be able to tell the difference between now. Practice making these words yourself. Practicing actually making the words and then practicing putting the words into speech is going to be invaluable for actually using these sounds and words in your English speech and sounding professional. Throughout the video, you'll have seen some cards come up on the top there. They are 2 tutorials focusing on these specific sounds and other essential points in English, so make sure to watch them. Subscribe for more videos like this to come out on a weekly basis. Comment below with any difficulties that you're having with this specific sound, and I'll be able to see what difficulties you're having. And thumbs up, share the video with anyone else that could benefit from this, that wants to speak professional business English. And I'll see you in next week's video. Thumbs up and see you next week.